Waiting for it all season long. The Jets' revenge tour begins against the St. Louis Blues.
This should be great tonight.
It should be great. Take your pick on compelling stories for these two teams. Different paths to get here. The St. Louis Blues, the best record in the NHL since the Four Nations break, and the Winnipeg Jets, a model of consistency to be the best team overall in the regular season. Both ready for this moment.
Here we go.
The whiteout has enveloped the city, and we are just about ready to go. Puck is dropped, and it's showtime from downtown Winnipeg. Game one is underway in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Sit back and enjoy the Stanley Cup playoff. Ryan Suter back out and finished off by Adam Lowry.
Great physicality to start this one. He will try to sweep it out. Fowler kept it in. Onto the far side. Controlled. Quick shot. They score. Robert Thomas on the far side. A great play at the line to hold it for St. Louis. And it's 1-0 on the power play for St. Louis. For the line, Morrissey headed back off for Connor. Down low, Shifley. Shifley score! And Winnipeg will tie it. And we're locked at one. That drifts wide. Collected again on the far side. Gustafson back toward the line. Shen moving and shooting. Deflected in front. They score! It's two quickies for Winnipeg, and they lead it 2-1. Bolduc tried to pass it into the slot, bounced off of Shen and a shot, they score. And we're tied at 2. And that'll do it for 20 in downtown. And the Stanley Cup playoffs first period is complete. Neighbors will pull it off the wall, back toward the line for Falk on the far side again. For Kyrou, moves in, shoots and scores. And St. Louis, for the second time here tonight, has a power play goal, and they've regained the lead. It's 3-2 for the Blues.
A ton of emotion, anxiety, whatever you want to call it. It's tense in Winnipeg.
3-2 St. Louis. Winnipeg, the push is on. Break wide on the far side. Pionk back for Shifley into the middle. Cross the line for Kyle Connor. Darts into the side of the slot. Trying to shoot the puck, passed it off into the corner for Shifley. Out in front, the jam job, they score! And we are tied at 3.
This is the important shift for Winnipeg, coming out of the goal, keeping that momentum on your side.
Morrissey, left side point. Along the boards now for Shifley, twists off the boards, far side, shot, they score! Kyle Connor with his first of the playoffs, and Winnipeg has regained the lead. It's 4-3 for the Jets with 1:36 remaining. Binnington to the bench for the extra attacker. Jets have the lead here. 1:10 to go in the third period. It squirts to the far side. Emily to it is Appleton to the empty net from center. Came off the back wall and Lowry shoots and scores. Adam Lowry will get an empty netter, and it'll be 5-3 Winnipeg with 52 seconds remaining. Winnipeg Jets score 3 unanswered in the third and come back to win game one. 5-3 the final score, and they lead the series 1-0.
2-0.
1-1 is the score for the fourth, third period. Shen is harassed there, played it back in behind the net for Benny, back on it, front, a shot, they score! Either way, to the Show Me State, the Winnipeg Jets are heading to Missouri with a 2-0 lead.
Back home, where of course they won a cup back in 2019. Down 2-0 in the series. The pivotal third game is coming up right now.
And the puck is dropped, and it's showtime from St. Louis, Missouri. Or was Thomas couldn't get a stick on it. Back on it, shot, they score. Pavel Buchnevich, and early on it's 1-0 for the Blues. Far side turn, in front, they score. So in front, they score. And And Winnipeg has not looked like the team that we saw for the first two games. Shot, they score. And it's 6-1 St. Louis.
Looks like the Jets are going to make a goaltending change here.
This is the first goalie pull this season. The final score here tonight. The St. Louis Blues 7. The Winnipeg Jets back for the line. Sandberg shoots off a stick and wide rebound. It's chopped away the net. A backhand, they score! Kyle Connor with his third of the series, and Winnipeg for the second time in the series will open up the scoring. Fowler tried to pass one off a skate, came back to shot, they score. Hellebuck didn't see it, and we're tied at 1 late in this first period. Over the far side, slap shot, they score. A huge goal for St. Louis. They've taken their first lead of the afternoon.
Yeah, Winnipeg liked their first period, but the game really changed in about an 8-minute span in that second period where it went from 1-1 to 4-1 real quick. Derek Comrie's coming in.
So the second goalie pull in this series, and Connor Hellebuck is done for the day, and that'll do it. The St. Louis Blues score 5 unanswered goals this afternoon and win convincingly for the
Electric atmospheres across the NHL.
and then got tripped up, goes heavily in along the back wall. He kicked the puck to the near side, centered out in front. Connor shot, he scores!
Brings it around the boards. Shifley stepped in front and got pasted along the wall by Braden Shen, who hears about it from the Jets. Traffic in front of Hellebuck. That's been a theme the last few games. Marchenko again. Franco shoots. They score from right in front, and the Blues have tied the game. A series that has not disappointed. It has had some huge hits. Again, the home teams have controlled in the first 4 games so far.
In the high slot, here comes Connor Barkov. Tip toward the net, he scores! Vladislav Namestnikov
With him, Walker, Sundqvist, stops! What a save by Hellebuck! Somehow kept out.
Broadway shooting, stopped by Hellebuck. Great right-hand save. Connor Hellebuck has been superb tonight. To the head now for Niederreiter. Scabbers inside the zone for Lowry. To the empty net. He scores! The Winnipeg Jets will rise to the occasion once again. The Jets win it 5-3 tonight and take a 3-2 series lead. What an effort by the hometown team this evening.
Now Connor, who had that great chance on the last power play.
Down low, Perfetti backdoor, jamming away at it, they score! Cole Perfetti tried to go backdoor, that was stopped, and then he whacked away at it on the short side of the post a couple of times. The Jets will tie it at 1.
Spins away from Cabello. Out in front, score! The Blues regain the lead. 3-1, St. Louis. Goals 53 seconds apart. Lewis, Fowler with room, score! 3 goals in 2 minutes, 6 seconds for the St. Louis Blues. But it's amazing how things can turn on a dime.
That'll do it. Game 7, Sunday in downtown. The series will go the distance.
These two Central Division rivals dropping the puck for the 7th and final game of this series. One team moves on to Dallas, the other is gonna go home.
Game 7. Enjoy it. Score! The
Blues strike first, just a minute, 10 seconds in.
In the Blues with an early 1-0 lead.
Down low, deflected, they score!
Score! 3-1 St. Louis.
You know, it's one thing to give up a goal, but when you give it up in the last minute of a period, they can be tough to recover from.
For the Winnipeg Jets.
Now again for Mestikov, moves in, shoots, score! Off a skating in with 1:55 remaining in this third period. The Jets are within one.
Down to 12 seconds. Puck pinned to the near corner boards. Got it. Down to 3. Score! Perfetti! With under 2 seconds remaining. Ties it!
Cole Perfetti with a deflection. 1.6 seconds left. In the third period, the Jets have tied it up at 3. Holy smokes!
Unbelievable.
Perfetti with the latest game-tying goal in a Game 7 in NHL history. And how about what we've witnessed here tonight in Winnipeg? Overtime underway. Backhand shot. Joseph blocked by Hellebuyck. Here's Kyrie with a drive. The save by Hellebuyck. Hard pass down low. Connor back up the boards for Pionk.
Pionk walks the line, wristed through traffic. He scores! Deflected in front by the captain, Adam Lowry. Jets win! Jets win! Jets win!